I just peeled myself out of bed for 1 a.m. 1 a.m. for this. If you're undercharging in your landscaping business, let's just say it's your first year or two, and you're just like going for anything that looks like money because you need money, you need money, you need money, right? Well, I just want to tell you something very, very powerful. Like, all the customers that I might start cussing here, and this is the type of video I don't want my customers to see, so I'm really putting myself on the line talking about this because I really care so much. Okay, all the customers that you bend over backwards for and you work your ass off for, and you're there at the drop of a hat and you do all the little extra stuff, and you're so proud to have those customers, and you even think that those customers are your friends, and you're proud, like, oh man, I just started my lawn care company or my landscape company. We got the mulch. We're doing this. We're there every week. Man, my customer lives in this huge house. We're getting the mansions, dude. I work in that big subdivision, right, bro? I don't have any any of the original customers I had my first 4 years in business. I lost maybe a couple, but definitely, you know, I lost 90% of the clientele. We've done work for over 4,500 customers, and there's only 780 of them that I would even want to even go back to. That's like, that's more than like three quarters, like, so 80%, right? Here's why. The very customer, and not in all cases, okay, the very customer that you think is your friend, and I'm beating a dead horse here, that you'll bend over backwards for, and you're so happy, and you actually genuinely care about these customers from the bottom of your heart, dude. Some of them will slit your throat for a nickel, okay? You might think that because they're so nice to you and they really care about you. They might. But most of the time, it's because you're new in the business and they're taking advantage of you. They're capitalizing on your not understanding your value or your self-worth. They're capitalists. They're smart, and they're capitalizing on your stupidity and your ignorance. They know that you don't have your shit together yet. They know that you don't know how to qualify customers. They're not stupid. They're very smart. Okay, and I'm not saying that they're bad people, right? They're specifically looking for guys just like you that they can take advantage of, right? Because you know why none of those customers are my customers anymore? And when I think about it, it makes me mad. That's why I just peeled myself out of bed at 1 a.m. I was like, dude, I'm making a video about this. Because I cared about all those customers so much that I would drop everything for them, right? I put my family second before to these customers. I would do anything for these customers. I cared so much. I knew the names of their dogs. I knew every, like, and none of those customers are my customers anymore. You know why? Because I raised my fucking prices. So, and all those customers and their big ass fucking houses and their Mercedes Benz and their BMWs and all their shit that have, 10 times the amount of wealth that I have, or maybe 20 or 30 times, dropped my ass like a hot potato. And my phone never rings from them because they went and found the next chuck in a truck and the next newbie landscaper who would do the shit for dirt cheap. So, what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to be adversarial here. I'm trying to draw a line in the sand and say that if you're emotionally connected to a customer and they're not paying you, like, you want to raise the prices, but they're being cheap, right? Let's just call it what it is. They're taking advantage of you. Now you gotta walk in the door and look your family in the eyes and say, oh, I'm sorry that we're not moving up. because I'm letting this customer take advantage of me, right? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get paid, dude. I did what I had to. You got to do what you got to do. You got to earn your stars and stripes. You got to, get your name out there, right? If beggars can't be choosers, if that's all you have to choose from, that's all you have to choose from. But little by little, as you expand the top, as you dissolve the bottom, you dissolve the bottom as you expand the top. And that's the natural organic process, right? You just work your way up, keep getting more customers, and then as soon as you feel safe enough to fire those clients on the bottom, you don't fire them, you just raise the price and you price yourself out of that market. You just keep raising the prices until they say no, right? But you can get rid of the customers that drive you nuts. But you can't if you don't understand marketing. You can't if you don't understand how to do that, right? How to make your phone ring off the hook. So I get that. That's exactly where I was. You think if my phone was ringing off the hook with a bunch of high-paying clients that I would have even stayed with those? No. But you do the best you can with what you know at the time, right? But I just want to make it very, very clear that if you're frustrated because you're not charging enough, yet you think these customers care about you, they don't care about you. They care about themselves, and they're very consciously taking advantage of you. And if they weren't, they'd be hiring the company that's been in business 10 years that charges maybe even triple the price of what you charge. So it's all about this. In the world of commerce, it's adversarial. The guy who's smiling and shaking your hand and being your friend is the same guy who'll slit your throat for a nickel. Okay? And now, I get upset because I think about all the customers that I thought I was cool with and I thought they were my friends. And they were always calling me to come be their little bitch. And now I never hear from them ever again. Huh. Wow, I was duped. I was lied to. So, think about that next time you look your customer in the eyes. Because you know what? In the world of adversarial commerce, you got to feed your family. You got to save money for your rainy day. They've apparently already done it, and they're really good at it. And they don't. You think if all shit goes to hell in a handbasket that they're gonna help you or care about you? No, they're helping themselves, dog. Their house is gonna be all nice and boarded up. They're gonna be inside with their oxygen masks while you're outside suffering. It's sad. It's weird, but I don't know. So, I don't mean to be dark, but sometimes you have to look at it that way to be. You know what? So. You do the business with a smile on your face, and you really, really do genuinely care, but you draw your line in the sand, and you know your worth. Okay. I didn't plan on doing this, but at keithkalfas.com, I'll put a link in the description below. I'm coming out with a new program that I'm beta testing right now. It's almost done, so you can grab it. It's called the KK's, Keith Kalfas' Business Marketing Blueprint. And if you're struggling to learn how to market your small business, it's an entire program that teaches you all the basics of how to market your business, how to get your business on the Google My Business listing, the basics of Facebook ads, Google AdWords, how to get your phone to ring off the hook, and how to integrate all this stuff online. If your brain can't figure that out, and maybe you're just you get on the computer and you just get frustrated, then check out my Business Marketing Blueprint program. You can. It's at keithkalfas.com. I'll put a link in the description below. You just scroll down, or I'll put Business Marketing Blueprint Program, and just like with any course, I'm sure you can find a lot of stuff online. But here's what I learned about buying courses from people. It's all about how you resonate with the person. I can't say a name, but there's somebody that's a phenomenal teacher. And when I watch their content, I just I can't understand what they're saying. The way that they teach it drives me nuts. I can't integrate the information because the way their communication style doesn't match, right? Whereas somebody else, the way they communicate, it goes, oh, I just get it. It clicks, right? So it's about who you vibe with, right? It's very, very interesting. But anyways, I won't get too deep into that. All right, my friend, You got this, dog. You got it. The reason that I create courses online is I love doing it. I love the process. I love writing books and creating courses. I think it's fascinating. It's so fun, and it monetizes this channel so I can get paid for doing what I love. I love doing this, and so I create courses. What it does, it allows me to make income in exchange for teaching valuable information and helping people, and then it works. It's a win-win-win relationship, right? And also, if you ever don't like my stuff, it's 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, send me an email. No questions asked. I just give you your money back. No strings attached, my friend. All right, later.